Do girls like pics? Does size matter? Love or money? What's a red flag? What's up, guys? Just got ready, about to meet up with two of my close girlfriends. We about to chop it up and talk about the tough questions that guys have for girls. I mean, I really understand women, so stay tuned, y'all. This one's gonna be crazy. So I just picked up Rebecca.
Hi.
We're heading over to Ika's house. You know, girls are confusing. You say things but don't mean them, confuse the hell out of us. We got some questions, y'all.
And I got some answers.
Oh, wow. All right, y'all. See y'all soon. All right, what's up, guys? We're here now. I have Ika and Rebecca. I'm gonna ask them some questions. You guys ready?
We're ready.
Ready?
You ready?
I'm ready.
I'll start off with a tough one.
Okay.
Can we split the bill? I
No.
take you on a date. Can we split the bill?
I say no.
No. If you ask me out on a date, I'm not splitting the bill.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I agree. High five.
Who said I asked you? What if you asked me?
Guys, you're paying for the bill.
It's an investment.
Into what?
Into getting to know me and spending time with me, it's an investment. So if you want to take me out on a date, then I think that you should pay.
If I have a boyfriend or we're dating, then I'll treat him sometimes. But that very initial first, second, third, fourth, fifth stage, you're paying for the bill.
Now hold on, don't get me wrong. If I'm dating somebody seriously for a long period of time, of course I'm gonna take you out. And of course I'm gonna treat you. But
Yeah.
in the beginning stages, you're paying for the bill.
I agree.
Next question. Do girls like pics?
No, absolutely not.
There's nothing cute about like that singular shot of that area. If you're that comfortable sending me pics, you've been doing that. Like that is.
Hello. Yeah, and it's gonna make me think that that's what you're interested in. If you're sending me pics, that means obviously you're getting at me sexually.
What if it's not just like, what if it's like full body with some in it? Is that?
It depends.
What if
It
it's a
depends
nice
on
body?
it depends on the nature of the relationship. How long have you been talking to this person? Are you guys somewhat serious? Have you guys already been sexual and intimate? If it's in the beginning, which 9 times out of 10 it is, no, it's not a good look.
The male body looks better when that part's covered.
True. Let's see some abs, a little
Send me
beeline.
an ab pic.
Okay, love or money?
Can we just not have both? Like, why can't we have both?
Oh, no. So it's an or question.
Let's be realistic. Both things really matter. It's going to be hard for me to choose. Obviously, love, that's what is going to be everlasting,
Yeah.
especially in a union. However, I feel like money plays an important role because it's going to show you like the longevity of your relationship. How successful and ambitious is this person? Are they about their money? Are they going to be able to take care of their family? People like to kind of shy away from that as if like money isn't an important aspect to talk about, but it is, because that's going to depend on like how they take care of, you know, the union.
If you're like high school student, college student, like your early 20s, you're just getting into your career, there's gonna be a struggle moment, right? But if you're like late 20s, and even that, especially in Toronto, late 20s is kind of like, it's hard out here in the Toronto streets. It's expensive out
It
here.
is tough. That's what I'm
Expensive,
saying.
yeah.
I'm like, damn. Late 20s, you're supposed to be up? That's crazy.
So I've been like one of those people who are like, you know what, like I'm gonna like love this person and they're struggling and like that struggle of, like I've been there, right? And you know what happens? What I found out is guys who don't do well in business or not like ambitious and do stuff like that, they're toxic and they're insecure because they're not happy and they're not where they want to be.
So struggling is toxic, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Struggling
it's big because you know what? When I was struggling, I was toxic too.
What we're saying is
We want
both
love.
are very important. We
Yeah.
want love. As women, we want love.
Yeah.
But we also have to understand that like men who come to a relationship with no money don't always have something to offer. If a girl is coming to the table and she has a lot to offer herself, she's got her career, she's got a savings account, she's got investments, why would we want to date somebody that isn't on our level when it comes to money? Finances are literally the #1 reason for divorce in the entire world. So if you go into something and you're dating somebody that is broke, I mean, that's gonna say a lot about the future that you could have with them.
I just feel like if you're broke, focus, on getting a job. Don't focus on getting me, please.
Okay, hold on. Since we're on the topic,
I don't focus on the
I
job.
have a sub question. What
Okay.
does broke mean? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I've met girls and I'm like, yo, you know what? You're really successful, you're doing really well. But there's people that can see me as broke. Depends
So
on
date
their
people-
situation.
Date people in your tax bracket. Joking.
The problem too is like, if you're so ambitious and you have plans for yourself and you have goals, and you're dating somebody who's not about that life, they could drag you down.
When I hear brokenness, I think of 50 Cent's song 21 Questions. You know, would you be there when I was broke? And you know, and it's like, I respect someone who's there for the whole come up, that whole journey.
I know, but so many times girls will stick with guys who don't have any money, and then when they get money, they start acting different. It's more of a mentality too. I'm not gonna date someone who's mentally not prepared to do the hard work. And I wouldn't even encourage any of my friends to, you know, be broke and go pick up anybody. Pick up yourself.
It's true.
Yo!
Sorry, it's true.
There's some bangers. Pick up yourself. I'm done. Next question. Why don't girls pick where they want to eat?
Okay.
So I don't get this one.
So my personal opinion on this is because, especially in the beginning stages, we're trying to be mindful because we don't know what your budget is.
So be mindful of our budget.
I will never pick the first date just because it's like, I don't know what you can afford, and I don't want to pick something that is out of, you know, your means. So that's just,
Oh, that's actually super nice.
I never heard this explanation.
I
actually
know,
like
me
this
either.
answer.
That's
That's
so
a
nice.
great answer. Wow.
I wish I had something as deep as that, but I'm just a Libra and I'm super indecisive. So.
well, yeah, of course. So there's two components to it. So there is two components to it. Obviously, as women, we can't always decide, and that's like an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
And mainly it is because we're indecisive. But when me speaking specifically for the beginning and the talking stages, yeah, I believe it's just because we don't know what your budget is.
Okay, so being a single guy, you guys have to understand, hypothetically speaking,
Yeah.
if you're dating, that could mean that, you know, you're going on dates with multiple people. You're experimenting. You're seeing what you like, what you don't like, who you like. To plan and execute 4 or 5 dates a week can get very time-consuming and expensive.
But that's on you.
You know, just be cognizant of what it could be for a guy. You know, I'm just saying, see it from a potential guy's perspective.
But we're not seeing it from that perspective. We're seeing it from our perspective in the fact that we're not thinking about the fact that you're going on multiple dates with other women. We don't even want to consider that.
Yeah.
We're thinking about it as, okay, he wants to see me, so he's going to plan and pay and execute and all those things. So we're not thinking about it from that perspective. And if that's how men are thinking about it, then just don't go out on as many dates. Be more selective.
This sounds really personal to me.
No, I don't know.
No, I didn't
It was a good answer. It was a hypothetical question.
Actually, it was a hypothetical
I wasn't saying about a date. I was just saying, like, what if?
We are interrupting something.
No. What if?
We are interrupting you and I.
It's a what if, you know?
I is like, I can't wait until it's my turn for them to ask me the question.
I can't wait. And that's coming up.
Yep.
I cannot wait.
Next video.
So I got good answers.
Oh my God.
I got some good answers. Next question, abs or I'm sorry, I just had or dad bods.
See, that's tough because it's tough because naturally we want the guys with abs. Guys with abs come with problems. They're toxic. Okay, the guys with dad bods, they're the ones that will really, like, you know.
Girl, they're toxic too. Like
they're toxic too, but not as toxic. You're not gonna see them on Instagram with their shirt off.
If they're toxic, right? If I see two guys, one with the abs and the rips and whatever, and then a dad bod, and the moment they start speaking, that makes them more attractive or less attractive. So the body doesn't even matter.
It's true.
Honest, I'm being honest for myself.
I think that obviously there has to be some sort of physical attraction in the beginning to kind of continue on with the interest. But at the end of the day, I mean, looks fade, right?
Yeah, like
Pretty
be
people-
funny. When I get girls, be funny.
Yeah.
Girls like funny guys.
Love a funny guy.
Yeah. Girls like guys who are funny. Exactly.
I got jokes for you though.
Oh, now he's funny.
Oh, funny.
Wasn't he just lifting up his shirt 2
No,
seconds ago? He was just
I got
lifting his shirt up 2
substance.
seconds ago.
I'm trying to be the whole package. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got substance. All right, next question. Y'all ready? Okay. If you were on a date with a guy and took a picture of just his food, but not the actual date, would that bother you? I've seen girls complain that, you know, the guy's showing everybody but them.
Say you're in a relationship with that person. You guys live together, and this person
Yeah.
don't want to post you.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
There's a few things that come into play.
Yeah.
Like if you have like 200 followers and
Who cares?
why are you still hiding me with 200 followers?
That's actually a good point.
But if you're a social media influencer, there's so many influencers now, and it could be a brand thing, it could be whatever
Exactly.
thing. Putting somebody on like an influencer page is kind of putting them on.
Right.
And that person has a lot of power now to like embarrass you, to do all kinds of
And
things.
sometimes, a lot of times, like relationships don't last too, right? So sometimes people are mindful of who they want to post on their page because it's like, well, what if I post this person and then we break up in a couple weeks? Which I'm not saying that's how people should go into things thinking, but that is something that kind of happens a lot in today's society. So sometimes people don't want to post just for that reason as well.
Do you guys agree with us or not? Like, do you guys agree with what we're saying so far?
Yeah,
And
let us know your thoughts
let
in
us
the
know-
comment
yeah,
section.
exactly. Let us know.
I want to hear this because I'm interested too. What's a red flag? Very general question.
Oh my god.
Okay,
there's so
a
many.
guy's social media following. Okay, let's just keep it a buck, okay? Girls, as soon as they start talking to a guy and they add them to social media, naturally we're gonna look at who they're following. Like, we're gonna see how many
who they're following.
Who they're following. If I go, hypothetically speaking, if I were to go to a guy's page and he's following thousands of people and it's all like baddies from Toronto, red flag.
Baddies
Hello.
from Toronto.
That was specific.
Oh,
Hello.
please.
Okay, well, in general, no. I meant baddies in general. Baddies in
Who did
general.
this to you? Who hurt you?
That was really
You know
personal.
what I'm saying?
No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I
Who hurt you?
That's not what I meant.
Yo. Oh, Toronto baddie.
Toronto baddie.
No, but it's true. Sometimes you go to guys' pages and they're
They're-
following. Like, for example, okay, I won't say no names, but I have a friend of mine who she was dating this guy. Well, she had just started to talk to him. And she was like, yo, she's like, look at his following. He was following like 4,000 girls and literally they were
yeah.
all beautiful, okay? Like, I'm not gonna hate.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a red flag because it's like then you go and you see them liking their photos because girls are gonna creep, okay? If you guys want to pretend like you don't, that's fine.
That's why Instagram took away like the like.
Yeah.
Oh, when they took that away.
Oh. It helped
That
a lot of
page
people
where you
out
see
though.
what they're
It helped a
looking
lot
at?
of people out.
That was too much.
Yes.
Yeah, I never even thought of that. I've been in a relationship for 4.5 years, so I don't even think of that stuff anymore. Like, wow, that's true. I'm learning too. It's a red flag. It really
It is a red flag, like you guys can't deny it. Now having one or two girls that are whatever, but when you're actually consistently, like your following is all of that, yeah, that shows me the type of person that you are.
So red flags seem to originate.
There's a lot of red flags.
There's a lot of red
Instagram is the birthplace.
Yeah, no,
of
there's
red
a
flags,
lot
it
of
sounds
red
like.
Another red flag is if he always takes his phone with him or he turns his phone over, okay? You ever heard about that? When like a guy, when you're in the car with a guy,
Dimitri turned his phone over.
when you're in the car with a guy and he like unplugs the aux cord and takes his phone in with him to go pay for gas, red flag.
They do that?
There's the D&D feature, so I'd be surprised. I'm
Guys.
surprised. I don't know guys who do
The
this.
D&D feature.
No, but I use that at night so that I can focus. Or not only at night.
What's a D&D feature?
Do not disturb. So do not
So
disturb.
if your phone's always on do not
Allows you to turn on
disturb.
your notifications. No, mine do that at night so that I can
You are.
so that I can go to bed.
Put your phone on silent.
No, at night. You don't want to be on your phone at night.
Put it on silent and put it down. You can't.
No, do
Why?
not disturb.
No, put it on. Yeah, that's a red flag.
No, putting your phone on do not disturb is a red flag.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be if it's always on do not disturb.
I've never had my phone on do not disturb in my life.
But you don't answer your phone. So
I know.
It just depends.
Might as well.
I know.
It depends on a lot of factors. But yes, the way that a guy acts when it comes to his phone, yeah.
After listening to this, I'm telling you, I've been locked away for far too long. I'm just gonna like.
So Dimitri's phone was flipped over on the table.
So when
Would
we do go out for dinners, we both turn our phones over because
Right.
they go off a lot. He's in real estate. There's always somebody calling him, messaging him, blah, blah, blah. I'm like an influencer, so there's always stuff going off. So we turn it over to just have that time. But I have access to his phone. He has access to my phone. I know all his passwords. You know all my passwords. Like, so
Yeah, your situation is different.
yeah.
It was just phone openness across.
Yeah, and we never
See,
had an
that's-
issue that I was,
Interesting.
yeah.
I like my peace, so I'm not going through nobody's phone.
Keep the red flags
If you're
down.
happy, just stay happy. Girl, don't go through that phone. Don't do it.
You're gonna find something you don't want to see.
But true, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's up to something wrong, but you might see something and take it out of context from what it actually meant.
Yeah.
So I just feel like to save yourself and to just continue being happy, don't go through that phone.
So are we going through phones or are we not? Let us know in the comments. I'm curious.
I say it's okay. I'm not saying like every single night when he falls asleep, you're like hopping over and diving under and crawling under, you know, to go through the phone. Like that's not healthy. That's toxic. But I feel like if you're in a long-term relationship, if it just crosses your mind, just okay, let me just, you know, take a little look. It's okay.
Just a quick little peek.
Quick little peek.
There's a lot of red flags out there.
There's lying.
Like if he only FaceTimes you when he's in the car, that's a problem.
Really?
I never even thought
That's
about
a
I
it.
never, guys,
Girl,
we're
he either lives
learning.
with his girlfriend, his wife, or his baby mama. He only FaceTiming you in the car.
Weren't you?
Oh, this isn't personal. This is a general discussion. I'm just saying. It has happened to me before though, if we're gonna keep it
Really?
Years and years ago, yeah. I was talking to this one guy and like
And he would
would
never-
only FaceTime me when he was driving. And then he'd be like, yeah, we're gonna FaceTime tonight. And then like he'd be like, oh, I fell asleep. And then I ended up finding out he had a baby mom's and I don't do the whole third party thing. So yeah, that's a red flag.
Damn.
That was years and years ago.
Damn.
But fellas, we do fall asleep in our defense. Like sometimes we're actually sleeping. No, we do. Like, you know, like especially when your phone's on do not disturb. Not being disturbed, you just fall asleep. You know what I'm saying?
Cannot.
Oh, I like this one. What's a
Okay.
turn on?
What's
What are
a
some
turn on?
For a guy, like for you, what is a turn on?
Such
like
a
from
broad
guy?
question.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, first and foremost, if we're gonna do like physical attraction, smile is like number
good
one.
too.
If you got a nice smile, you got my heart. Good hygiene, you need to smell good. Honestly, a girl is gonna notice that guy's cologne before she notices anything else. That's just what it is. So if you smell good and you know how to dress good and you're clean cut and all of those things, those are huge turn-ons.
This just sounds so silly because it's not like the smell good, look good stuff that, you know, should be a turn on. I like character. You know, I'm attracted to character, confidence, somebody who's very confident and sure of themselves.
Yes.
It is so attractive to see a guy who has genuine confidence, like not to put on stuff.
Obviously, what I was saying was more physical, but like if we're gonna talk, if we're talking about all aspects of a turn on, then yes, being ambitious is huge. Mentality to me is really big. Like I have to be able to sit there and have an intellectual, stimulating conversation with you and you get what I'm saying and you're piggybacking off of that. You know what I mean? Like nowadays people, I feel like almost date for the wrong reasons, but it's kind of like, how are you benefiting me? What are you bringing to the table? How are you, improving my life? Am I learning things from you? Can you help me to improve with my goals and my priorities and where it is that I'm trying to be at in life? There's a lot of things that play into that, but mentality and like having those conversations, very, very big.
Yeah.
And you gotta be funny. Being funny is a
Yeah.
turn on.
Funny.
You're not funny and I can't joke around with you because I'm naturally like a goofy, I
Yeah.
can't stand
Okay, the flip side of that question. What are some turn-offs?
bad hygiene, smelling like stank. No, somebody who's not ambitious. Okay, somebody who's not necessarily broke, but somebody who just doesn't have any goals. If you're just sitting around all day doing nothing, like you definitely have to like be somebody that has something going for yourself. And if you don't, what is your plan? And how are you gonna get there? And how are you gonna try to execute that so that you have a successful future?
A huge turn off for me, and I'm so big on energy. I hate negative people. I hate negativity. I hate toxic people. I'm about like manifesting this, this positivity.
And being controlling, like even nowadays, like I have a couple of friends who like have had situations where a guy will be like, why are you posting that? You know what I mean? Like sometimes there are guys that are kind of controlling, especially when it comes to social media. They don't want you showing too much, and that's a whole nother topic, but like being controlling and not letting somebody be themselves is a problem.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you have to sacrifice being a whole individual in order to be half of a couple, then the price of the relationship is too high. So
Ooh, bars.
She's a rapper now.
What? You know what I'm saying?
but if we're gonna talk about small stuff that's a turn off, I hate when somebody does not iron their clothes. If you're wearing a
I just
wrinkly,
looked at her shirt.
if you're wearing wrinkly
It was a little
clothes,
wrinkly still. It was a little
Yeah.
wrinkly still. It was a little,
no, you're good still.
fix you on a little bit still.
I'm saying, like, damn, she getting at me? Like,
No, but let's talk about it though, because like physical looks, especially in the beginning stages, are important. I don't care what nobody says. You're not attracted to somebody immediately just off their personality. That's gonna be a big part of it. But if you show up to a date and you got wrinkly clothes on and your breath is smelling and you got some BO or something, like that's a turn off. It's a turn off. And that's not me being shallow. That's like, as a woman, I'm gonna get dressed up and try to present myself and look my best, especially when I'm seeing somebody that I care about.
Yeah.
So if you're not doing the same, then in my mind, it's like, am I even important to you? Like, why are you showing up looking like that?
Guys, when I met Dimitri, he was not the best dresser. Like, his hair, he had a Scooby-Doo haircut. Like, he was not ironing nothing, throw something on, go. I took him to a black barber. He goes to a black barber.
So you get a fade.
You gotta smooth out yourself. Look nice. You're getting rid of your Scooby-Doo haircut. It has to go. It had to go.
You know what though? I see a lot of times in relationships, like, yeah, the woman will often help their guy level up.
Yeah.
In those ways, especially.
In those ways,
especially with their appearance and like how they carry themselves. Like, I really think, yeah, the size matter.
Yeah.
What size are we talking about here? Are we talking about height?
We talk about height. Of course, we talk about height.
Oh, height.
Height, yes. The size matters.
Oh, okay.
How big
tall
they- yeah, how tall. Yeah.
yes.
We thought I was talking about. We all nasty.
You know, I had to
together.
clarify. Your girl had to clarify. Okay, so yes, height matters. That's for me. And let's keep it a buck. Sometimes people are shallow. That's probably one thing for me where I'm shallow about. I'm not dating somebody that's short. I'm 5'8". I wear heels a lot. You gotta be like at least like 6'2".
Damn.
I want somebody who's taller than me, but they don't have to be 6'2". Just be taller than me. And I'm not that tall. So.
Yeah, so you're different. Like me,
Yeah.
I'm already tall as it is.
Yeah.
So like I need a tall guy.
So short guys are off the table. Anybody shorter than you is
For
off
me,
the table?
that is like no.
What if he's nice, got money, smells
That's
good?
great. Find somebody that's 5'6". And I know that it's sad to say, but it's like height to me makes you more attractive. Like I could look at a guy and see somebody in a supermarket who may not be physically, you know, a 10, but they're tall and they're athletic, and it's like, you know? But if you're good looking and you're short, it just doesn't do it for me. It's like, oh.
Well, height doesn't matter to me, but that's just
Because you're so tall. You're so tall.
It's really about the energy for me. It's not about looks. It's not about.
I don't know why I'm
energy.
laughing
It's the
at.
energy that I feel. What I feel inside is really what attracts me to somebody.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's just how I am.
Okay, Ty. Okay, Ty.
Why don't girls want to make the first move?
I feel like girls are making the first move now.
They are.
I think they're a lot more comfortable making the first move. Like, and again, you're asking like a dinosaur who's in a relationship. I didn't make the first move, but that was like back then.
Yeah.
Now I feel like girls are making the first move.
It's a lot
I
easier
think-
with social media now, because now it's like you can just comment on someone's story and that's you making the first move. You send heart eyes to somebody and it's like, okay, that starts a conversation. So I feel like a lot of times right now, girls are shooting their shot.
How do girls feel about giving it up on the first date?
I don't, but there are some girls who do, and that's good for them. It's how they feel. It's their bodies.
Right.
Has nothing to do with me.
I think it comes down to what it is that you're looking for and what your expectations are with that person. There is no right or wrong answer here, because like some people are just, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for a good time. They're attracted to that person and it's like, let's go on a date, and that's just what it is. But if you're trying to actually secure a relationship with this person or get to know them on a different level, then I feel like as a woman, you should respect your body, hold back, and wait until the time is right and this person has put more interest and effort into you and reciprocated that energy. I'm not sleeping with nobody on the first date.
I mean, I hear that.
Why are you laughing, Ty?
I can't take
I
you
just started
seriously.
Why are you laughing?
I had another question. What if the vibe was really just great on that first date? What if you guys been talking for months? You know, you got a long distance kind of thing going on.
That's
in the first
different.
date?
So that's a very different discussion.
Okay.
Of course, if there's a long distance thing happening, you guys have been talking for a long time, and then you link up with her finally, of course that sexual tension is already there. But if we're talking about you just briefly started talking to somebody and you're going out on a date, like the way that you carry yourself as a woman is going to reflect on how that person's going to treat you going forward. Maybe not with every scenario, but 9 times out of 10, if you sleep with somebody on the first date, that guy is not going to look at you as respectable wife material. And don't come for me, because I'm not saying that's the case with everybody, but 9 times out of 10, that's just what it is. So I feel like you should hold back, especially if this is somebody that you are looking for potential relationship with. Don't give it up so easily. What is that going to say about you? Because they're going to look at it like, well, if you do this with me, you probably do this with everybody else.
I mean, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
Or I could look at it as, I'm different.
I can't stand you.
Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. That's it for the questions, guys.
We hope you enjoyed this segment.
Let us know in the comments what you think.
I feel like it was really good having us because I'm out of touch with I'm out of touch with what's going on in this dating world.
No, it's interesting to hear your perspective
Yeah,
too. 'Cause we have someone who's been in the dating world more recently, and we have someone who's not in it right now, but still has a good understanding of what it looks like in the landscape of it. So it was really, you guys had some good answers. Wow, and they were very different. A lot of
A lot of diversity here.
Yeah.
That was good.
Guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those notifications, and let me know what other questions do you have. We can come up with a part 2 if you want. And also, let me know if you want them to ask me questions about what girls have for guys.
We should do that one.
We should.
100%.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Get this video to at least 5,000 views and we'll do a part 2.
Yeah,
We'll ask
5,000
Tyga
views and we'll
questions.
do a part 2.
Yeah.
100%. So you guys already know. Also, make somebody smile and make their day. You already know. Signing off. Love you guys.
Bye.
Make somebody smile.
Yo, listen.